spot every time, so you got your certain size threads. But the only thing with that is this is a factory nipple. It's a little bit. How to Stainless Steel Pipe Threading, Season 2, Episode 5.
Warning! Flashing lights occurred during this video. Please use caution. The content and techniques you see in this video are performed by professionals. We ask that you do not attempt at your own risk. Thank you.
Hi everybody, Chris Wonarski here. We are back again. Today is what? June 7th, I think, but we got to thread some pipe, and I wasn't really going to do a video on it, but I started cutting them and I said it's a little simple video, and maybe you guys might like it, maybe not, but it's simple. I just got to thread it. We got a threader machine, not much to it. Some people probably have better videos, but I'll show you my little video. Now I cut them all to length first. We had one full length, it was like a 21 footer, and I think like a drop or two that I had to cut them all. That's simple though, you just pop it in the saw over there and cut them to length. Not much to that, so we missed that. I just got to deburr them a little, so I'll deburr them one at a time, I guess, as I do them. And here was my cut list. We had, I didn't make this, but 2-inch pipe, Schedule 40 pipe, 304. And here's like certain sections. This is 12A, West Tail, whatever. This isn't our stuff, but 3'7", one piece 3'5", one piece 6 foot, one piece
2 foot, one piece 5 foot, one piece 2 foot 8, one piece 2 foot, one piece 2.5 foot. So, or 2 foot 5 inches, whatever, sorry. So that's that. Got it all cut. Just deburr them and thread them. So we'll get to it.
Now one thing with this threader, it has an automatic stopper in there, so you just let it go through, hit the button, and once it hits this, it stops and pops it up on you. So it stops at the same spot every time, so you got your certain size threads. But the only thing with that is this is a factory nipple. It's a little bit, it's like the threads are just a hair longer. It's not a problem, it's probably factory like that. I think from the factory it probably make this a hair longer. It's not even an 1/8 inch longer, but it just looks different. And sometimes it makes you think, is that enough threads on there? And it is though. So that's that. Good to have that, makes it easier. And I'll just thread them. I got a little coupling right here, so after I thread them I just check it and make sure that there's no gunk or nothing up in the threads. So that's that. All right, safety first. I got my little first person view thing for you guys so you can see a little bit better. I started wearing these little lighter weight button down shirts, button up shirts, whatever you call them. Started wearing these for the summertime, and oh man, like night and day difference between a regular t-shirt that we usually have, like our shop t-shirts or whatever. Just got so much better airflow in Florida. It really helps. Just putting gloves on right now because you get so much oil from this stuff. And I didn't have to label these, but I labeled them for our good friends. I just labeled them how they labeled them in 2 foot. So I'll take them over to the flapper wheel, and I'll deburr the outside. Just a regular flap disc, stainless steel only. So that's a new flap wheel. You can feel it all coming off and hitting your arm. But I didn't do the inside yet. I'll show you how we do it on this machine. This is nice. This is the Coke guys. Half of our shop works for Coca-Cola. We have over here, let me put this down. Just a simpler one that you got this. This one doesn't have that automatic stop on there. And this one you have to use the self oiler. You got your hand oiler and you got to pour it on there. So this one's a little harder, and it's got this automatic or manual chuck thing. So you put it through, close your chuck, and then put your pipe in, get it ready, clamp it down, start it with your foot pedal, and then it'll be spinning, and you gotta push this till it starts gripping, and it'll go. And this one you gotta measure your thread, so wherever you want it to come out at, then you pop it up, and it'll end the threads right there. And here's your little deburr tool, and that's it. Turn my fan back on though. Get my airflow. Alright, so I got it all deburred. Now I just put it in up here. Then we want to have it stick out just a little bit, not too much, enough wherever. Flip this to closed. Hit your pedal. And then that tightens the chuck right there. Now I'll deburr the inside. Hit the pedal. So we did that, and I'll do it one at a time. I'm not going to flip it and do the other side. Now this, we got all separate dies on this. Here's like for 1.5 or 1/2 inch to 3/4, and then different sizes. I think this does probably up to 2 inch, maybe 3 inch pipe. Not really sure. And okay, so right up here, I don't know if you guys could see it, but 2 inch pipe NPT. Set this to 2 inch. 2 inch, line that up, and then make sure it's tight. Tighten that, and then it'll be 1.5 inch, 1.25 inch, 1 inch. So then these ones right here, 1 to 2. That's what size the things are for the teeth. And so that's that. And here's our automatic stopper right here. So you could set this to come down, and once it goes, once that pipe comes in, hits that, and it pops up and ends your threads right there. But I like to push this up. I wish it went like an 1/8 inch longer, or like a little bit longer, but that's all right. Just deceiving. Looks are a little deceiving from that, but perfectly, I mean, it's from the factory, so I'm pretty sure it's fine. And then this is meant to go up and down like that, because sometimes the pipe's a little warped, but we'll reset it. So we'll bring this out, push it down, start it with your pedal, and this is a self-oiler. The oil comes out automatically, so wait for that oil to start coming. Then you push a little pressure on like this, and you'll feel it, and it'll start grabbing, and it'll do the work after that. And you just keep an eye on it. But now I think I got it all the way up where it won't pop automatically, so I'll have to lift it up. So I just gotta keep an eye on it, and I want it to come a little bit farther than flush. So about right there, and then I'll lift it, let it go so it breaks the threads, and that's that. So that's that. Here's the hard part. You gotta just pick all these things off. It's pretty simple. I mean, if I'm doing it the right way, I think I am. Who knows, maybe I'm not. So that's that. I'll reset it, come down. Now here's something I like to do, at least with this machine. I like to run back over the threads a little bit, because sometimes I notice these teeth are getting a little worn out, I guess, and it'll leave a little burr somewhere. So if I go over it twice, it just cleans the threads up a little. Takes a little bit longer, but just cleans it. If there's a little tiny burr in there, it'll clean it. So that's what I like to do. So now you can see a little bit, see it cutting. And the stopper would hit this piece, but it's not going to hit it because I have it up. So these teeth right here, I like it to come, the pipe to come like a 1/8 inch over that, right there. Pop it up, and that's good. And then there's all oil on that right now, so I'll just spin it. Be careful though, you don't want to get hung up on a burr. Kind of dry it off a little. and lift that up, and then flip this to open. Open that chuck back up. Kind of drain some oil if there's any oil in there. Flip it. Be careful you don't scratch anything up. Close it back. Tighten it. Then we'll deburr it. Or the inside. Take this back up. Reset that. Pop that back. You gotta keep a little pressure on it when you're doing it at first, so it starts grabbing the threads, and now you're good. Take you off my little mount and show you a little better. There's your teeth right there, so we're getting about ready to where I want to go. Now pop it. Now you just got to remember too, you don't want to go too far because it's a tapered thread, so I think if you keep going, it'll mess up your taper and keep restarting, I'm pretty sure, so that's why it's like that on purpose. So move these down. Now here's what you want to do, because sometimes we had problems with older teeth where it won't cut all the way, or there'll be a little burr in there, but you just want to take your little coupling and just make sure it fits on all the way. See, it starts to get tight right there, and I think you got like another turn or two, and it's just deceiving how you got like, I don't know, probably 3/4 of an inch left up there, and it just makes you wish you had a little bit more. But I'm sure it's perfectly fine. It always worked for us like this. Just deceiving. So that fit on good. We're good. I know sometimes if I don't go over it twice, you'll get hung up like halfway on there. There'll be like a tiny little thing, and you can take it to the wire wheel if you want and do that, but it's easier just to go over it twice. Now loosen it. Oop. There we go. Alright guys, we're getting there. We got 1, 2, 3 left. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Or whatever that is. I might have lost count. But I am running low on oil, I think. So, I know I ordered some. I know I got them to order it. So it's somewhere. Clear bag. If I seen this over here, oh, we say it.
Right there, I'm pretty sure. Let me move this table. There, it's
Aha! Thread cutting oil. See, I knew we had some. Now, you guys can't see it, but there's oil everywhere.
I got a little bit on my new shirt. That's right, that went all over the floor. It's all over your hands. That's like my third pair of gloves so far. It's all over this camera. All over my phone. Just from me touching stuff.
So, one thing I hate about the thread is it's just so messy. Alright. Top this thing off a little bit. I'm not going to fill it up all the way, but I'll put like a quarter or third of it in there. That's probably good. Trying out this little experiment. I see it's a little sickness bomb thing, whatever you want to call it. If you feel a little sickness come along, you take a little teaspoon of this a couple times a day instead of cold medicine. Kind of helps. It's all natural honey, local honey, garlic, ginger, red onion, and a splash of lemon. So one thing I noticed going back over it and stuff, so I did my deburr already. Now do this. But when I go over it the second time, here's a gear, 16 and 45. I don't know if that's RPMs, but 16 I'll thread it, and then when I go back over it the second time, I'll flip it, and it goes a lot faster, like 3 times fast almost. So that just makes it a little faster. Yeah, we got a lot more oil coming out now, if you can see that. Oh yeah. All right, let's get to it. Forgot to tell you guys, but this is some of this pipe. We had a 21 footer or whatever it was, and look how bowed that thing is. They wanted to still use it though. They supplied the pipe. I don't know if you could see it, but whew. Thing got a big bow in it. It's like, see that? Alright guys, we're all done. All 8 pieces are done, so let's see. 1, 2, man, a lot of oil in that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's all draining in there. There's actually a good little bit of oil in there, so I'm letting those drain. Those things are covered in oil. Now, I don't have to do it, but I might just wash them down for them in oakite after I'm all done. Just give it a quick rinse off, get all that oil off for them, so that way when they grab it, it's not all oily. That's just going the extra mile for them. So you don't have to do it, I don't have to do it, but I might just do it. So just be a nice guy, good customers. So that's that. And one last thing is cleaning up. Now this isn't ours, this is Doug's. Coke guys, and he likes his tools clean, which I don't blame him one bit, but just want to clean this up for him. All his stuff we like to clean up for him. So I'm gonna wrap it all up and then pretty much degrease it, because this thing is covered with oil everywhere. This whole die is covered with oil. So I'll wipe it all down, clean it all up, and degrease it with like a soap and water spray that I have. And that way it's all good for him. Right thing to do. Almost takes just as long to clean this thing than it does to thread the pipes and everything. That's one thing with this, but it's good to have it clean and everything, just to keep it clean. But just used soap and water in that little blue container, and I switched over to brake cleaner, and I put that piece of wood there so the brake cleaner doesn't mix in with the oil. So that's about it. Not much to it, just clean everything, and yep. Oakite 33, good cleaner that we use to clean and passivate our stainless steel. Works pretty good. And you wipe your part down first, and then we mix this stuff, 1 part of this to 10 parts of water, give or take, and we use a Scotch-Brite pad. It almost acts like a sponge and cleans at the same time. Rinse your part down first, wipe it down. You do not want to let this stuff dry on there with the sun, so just be sure to wash it off first before it dries, and that's it. Cleans the rust off, oil, everything pretty good. It's acid, so just be careful, use some gloves when you're cleaning with it, but not much to it. That's about it. Alright guys, that's about it. we are pretty good. They're all good and drying. All right, so I'll roll this table in overnight. It's about cleanup time, 4:15, ready to go for the weekend. So I'll roll this table in, and that's it. All right, guys, I think that's it. Here's a little thing I did yesterday. The little table legs we built for one of our customers, Don. One goes one way and one goes the opposite way. Kind of cool though. Nice little things. It's like he does like the live edge wood tabletops or something. That's kind of cool. And we got a, unfortunately you guys won't see this, maybe I'll snap a couple pictures for my Instagram and made a couple videos, but you won't see a video on YouTube probably, unless it's like a short. But building a little tank. It's gonna be like that tall, about like 4 or 5 feet high, and all type 316 stainless steel. Here's this. It'll be rolled, and yeah, just haven't. That would be a big cool video, but just long and kind of hard to squeeze that in. I don't really want to. I don't know. Too much time to video the whole thing and everything. So that's it. That's all that stuff, and we're done with the pipes for now. I'll show you how they came out. And they all threaded on, so we're all good. Wheel that table in and we'll call it a weekend. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully that's a little faster for you guys. And I got a lot more videos that I didn't edit yet that might be a little more interesting, so we'll see. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Chris Winarski, over and out.
Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram where I post more often at Chris Winarski. See you on the next one.